Hi, Aaron here at the Field Days again. I'm here with the General Manager of Deutz-Fahr New Zealand, Alistair Horrocks, and I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions, Al. You ready?
Yeah, not a problem.
So, what's with these black tractors, mate?
So this is our premium range, our Warrior range. Kicks off at 170 horsepower through to 340. All German manufactured product, and it's obviously showcasing our premium offering to the New Zealand market.
So give us some bells and whistles. What do you get?
So these products are pretty much full spec ex-factory.
Yeah.
So with our GPS package, it's all an integrated system. And then from there, working through, you've got a nice LED lighting package. Obviously, it's got the premium interior, so you've got your leather air-conditioned seat, obviously your leather accents, extra finishes in the cab, and then working through that, likes your electric mirrors, heated, and obviously high-spec tyre equipment, another spec on the machines.
And I've talked to a few people out there in the farmlands, and the guys who get these things, they talk about the power to the ground. There's something that Deutz-Fahr are doing in the transmission now. They just seem to have turned a corner with how these things get that power down.
Yeah, so that's obviously the transfer of power from the engine through to the ground. We've got a very efficient driveline, and so one of the big things that obviously affects is fuel economy. So coupled to our Deutz-Fahr 6-litre engine, we have a very, very efficient powertrain.
Yeah, they talk about fuel efficiency. I was down with a guy in Ashburton, Canterbury, and he was talking like 25 to 30% less in these things than some of our competitors.
Yeah, definitely. That's right. So that's just the way the tractor's configured, the way the powertrains are coupled to the engine, obviously. So we obviously have a twin turbo in our 8 series, single turbo obviously variant in our smaller 7 and 6 series models, but certainly a very efficient driveline.
Okay, let's go into a bit of detail. We'll choose the 7250, sort of in between the 9, the 8 and the 6, so tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so this is obviously an entirely new powertrain or new tractor from Deutz-Fahr. So from the ground up, this has been a re-engineered product from some of our previous generation models, even though they carry over the same badging. So first of all, you see that the engine is obviously isolated from the cab, so that obviously brings the heat and the temperature out of the cabin, and also the noise as well. So we've got an incredibly quiet operator platform. Up front on the 7 series models, we have a different axle design, so the way the actual axle is suspended off the actual tractor itself is completely different. There's actually an arm that sort of follows through under the base of the engine assembly. Obviously got a larger stroke and travel to our previous generation models. It means that the tractor actually floats a lot more smoothly, especially at high speeds, and when working in sort of rough grain as well. Great for traction. Powertrain, the transmission assembly itself, we run a separate oil reservoir. So what that means is that the transmission is isolated from obviously any oil that you're obviously running in conjunction with any implements. So there's no chance of cross-contamination or anything like that with something coming in and obviously affecting the driveline.
So, Warrior, what does Warrior mean? What am I getting when I go with the Warrior as opposed to a Deutz-Fahr standard tractor?
Yep, so that's obviously the premium features you get from the Deutz-Fahr range. It's available across all their professional series models. So obviously you get a pretty distinctive colour scheme. There's actually 4 available, from white, obviously a sort of a charcoal black, matte black option, your black you've got here, and then a Java green variant.
Java green is damn fine.
That's right. So we've got the option to bring those to market, obviously in a range of different colours. For the New Zealand market though, we obviously opt for the Java green and the black that we've got here on show today.
Well, all blacks.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
obvious really, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lighting package is obviously another feature, so full LED lighting package in all these machines. They obviously got hydraulic top links as well as part of that assembly, and we opt for a high flow hydraulic system as well. So good high dedicated output to the rear of the tractor. On this particular model, you've got 5 pair of rear remotes, and then you've also got a rear camera assembly as well. So we can opt up to 4 cameras on this particular tractor, and you can actually set them up to work in conjunction with an implement as well. And that's all run through one central 12-inch screen inside the cab. Yep. So the 7250, it also runs a pneumatic cabin suspension system.
Yeah.
And that is load compensating. So no matter the weight or the size of the occupant in the cab, it will always set to a preset level, and it will obviously adjust its movement based on the weight that's actually sitting in the cab.
Thanks, Alistair.
Yeah,
That's
no
excellent.
worries.
Excellent
Cheers,
information, brother.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Have a good one.